All right, guys. I know it's been a bit. Try to get this video out before too long, but I've run into a bit of a pickle. Watermelon didn't go in this year. I haven't even gotten any plastic out. Nothing's planted, primarily because it's already super dry. Oh, hey, look. Those mower blades are still up there. Maybe I'll do an update on those pretty soon. Looking out for copperheads. Hopefully, well, you guys might get a video of me getting bit by a copperhead sneaking into the old garage here. I gotta find a file. Getting all close and personal with you here. I gotta find a file because I have a PTO that I didn't grease and it's rusted. And if I try to stick it on the tractor, it gets stuck. And it's the shredder, and I gotta do some shredding. So, typical farm life. Thought you were gonna do something else on a Friday afternoon, and instead, you're chasing some other beast. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I know where my tools are about 50% of the time. And I just did this to another PTO spline about 3 weeks ago. And I don't know what I did with my file. Anyway, PSA, grease your farm equipment. In fact, grease all your equipment because, even tools get nasty. So now I got to look in the 400 places I tend to throw things and see if I can find a pin file. And maybe I'll get the pasture shredded before. Maybe it'll just all die. here's what it looks like. Anyhow, I gotta find my pin file. I don't know where it's at, but I'll bring it back in a minute. All right, so we continue looking. I gotta dig through a bunch of these, find my tiny little pin file. I have no idea where it's at, but I will say this is my truck. I don't want to talk about it for the moment. I did a job recently. Anyway, I pulled that box out. Got some mouse droppings and a acorn they stored. Time to stick some rat poison in here. All right, I don't know about you guys. Not for some health reason, but I've sworn off beer because, well, my waistline doesn't enjoy it. And I don't particularly want to have heart disease or something. Today's one of those days, man. A little Dos Equis here. FYI, this video is not made for kids. Oh, also don't drop your beer in the sand. It's a little gritty. Got a quick update here. Got all the tools out of the boxes and out of the good old Harbor Freight Hercules bag there. Couldn't find my pin file. Go to throw it back in, and the astute among you might have recognized the cheap Amazon garbage bag Rex Betty, whatever the heck that means. This is literally an entire set of files, which I bought for like $9 or whatever, like pre-tariff days, for this exact purpose, not like 2 months ago. Anyway, when you get old and you start losing your mind, forgetting what you're doing, maybe, I don't know, maybe start writing down notes or something. All right, grab my beer. But what we're gonna do, let me grab this real quick. So you see, nice and rusted That's what happens when you leave it on the ground and it sinks into the sand, but got some rough edges in there and you're not gonna be able to see that, but I gotta sit here and sand out these profiles. See if I can get this to go back on the tractor. Anyway, grease your implements. Well, got her fixed. She is on. Took some filing on the new PTO and actually a little bit of sanding on the PTO shaft from the tractor that still had paint on it. So, you know, we all want to complain about tight tolerances, but in this case, it did not work to my advantage. So anyway, I sanded that paint off, put some grease on there, got it all back together. Maybe one day I'll show you that. Can be a pain in the rear end, but whatever. This is a replacement brush hog. The other one went to hell in a handbasket, and dealership replaced this. Now I will say Titan Implements, I think, changed their name, so that's not even their name anymore. So this is probably a lot lizard. It's got a 21 build date, I think, on the serial number there, but anyway, it's been sitting here for a minute. That's why I had that rust problem. But we're gonna do a little shredding. I'm gonna take you along, probably be another video, you know, content and all. But oh, and I cleared that out, so that's not our dry dirt. But you can see grass isn't filling in, sand's showing. And this is what our sand looks like here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just blowing away in the breeze. Anyhow, so maybe I'll get the tripod out, set it up. You guys can watch a little shredding. I mean, I know that's sort of boring, not really learning anything. But when you own a little homestead, sometimes that's what's required. So anyhow, thanks for joining. And yeah, I hope I can get some more videos out, get a more regular routine. And if you guys have ideas and thoughts of what I should be filming, let me know. I mean, I'm outside doing something 4 or 6 hours a day. So there's always something I'm doing, but sometimes I just don't feel like you guys want to watch it, you know. I figured I would do this just because PTOs can be frustrating. I appreciate you guys joining, and I'll get another video up here shredding maybe pretty quick.